All right, today we're going to make a short video talking about this Ender Pro. This is well, it's actually not a Pro model, it's the Ender 3 V3 SE. And this is a pretty popular beginner-friendly 3D printer. I just picked this thing up and I was able to print one thing with it, but a common issue that a lot of folks seem to run in is this the QR sensor code will pop up and it won't allow you to print. And when I say the QR touch sensor, I'm talking about this guy here. It's kind of hard to see it. It usually says it right there on the side, QR touch. And this is the sensor, from what I understand, that helps you balance out your build plate, and it automatically balances it and does the auto leveling feature. But Ender makes a lot of budget-friendly printers, and there's hardly any good videos talking about this guy other than the fact that you can jiggle the little metal probe up and down a few times, which it's kind of hard to see it, but right here there is a little metal probe, and if you work it up and down a few times and jiggle it, a lot of the times people say that will fix the issue. But I went ahead and jiggled it already, and then I took it's really not recommended, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody because it caused ours to completely fail. But a few people had mentioned putting a little spritz of WD-40, just a little droplet around the edge of it. I think the one other option was to put a metal washer. You can fashion like a little paper clip wire and wrap it around there, because it utilizes a electromagnetic, it's got a magnet inside here that causes it to shoot back up into this little sensor assembly. And basically today I went ahead and I ordered a replacement from Creality, or however you pronounce it, but it's not a QR touch, I'm being silly, the CR touch auto leveling sensor. And supposedly this will work. This is intended for the Ender 3s. It's supposed to work with the V2 Neo as well. So today I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to replace this. I already replaced the wire harness between, I guess, the circuit board here, and I reconnected it to the sensor, and I still wasn't able to get rid of the CR touch error code. So hopefully this video will help paint a better picture for people that have this 3D printer and give you a better understanding of how this sensor can be replaced. So this housing, or this cover, is just held on by a couple of these little bitty teeny Allen screws. I already went ahead and I broke the one that's on this side, and there's this other one here. Be careful, don't pull it away immediately, as it's holding, I guess this is some type of little fan assembly. It looks like a cooling fan. And I'm just going to carefully balance it on this guy. Let's go ahead and rotate our shafts. We're going to go ahead and roll this up. So we'll go ahead and loosen up these little bitty screws. These little screws are holding in the sensor. We'll go ahead and come onto this side as well. All right. And now we can go ahead and slide it down. And ideally, we want to disconnect it. So here is the Creality touch sensor. You can see we've got 5 pins. It's hard to see them very well. Let's see if I can get this camera to focus. But we have 5 of those little pins. Definitely a good idea to inspect those. We know this is a bit of an issue, so we're going to go ahead and just put the old one over here, and let's get the new one. Open up the box for our CR touch, and I'm hopeful, based on the research I did, this is what we're going to need, and it looks verbatim. Whole new unit. Let's go ahead, and it's got the 5 pins just like the other one. Let's go ahead and get this one plugged in. So we'll go ahead and take our new one here, pull this wiring harness down, and carefully get this new one lined up. And I feel like using your fingernails kind of helps. We'll get it sandwiched in there good. Make sure it's seated all the way. Make sure our harness is fully flushed. All right, now we'll go ahead and push our sensor into place. I'll start getting it screwed in. Let's go ahead and get our other one started. Next, we'll go ahead and rotate this guy around carefully. And get in here close, bud. Make sure our wires don't get pinched. There we go. We'll line up the holes. You see that? Get this guy screwed in on this side. We can go ahead and tighten these up. And it's amazing how all the videos talk about fixing this issue with just simply either cleaning it or jiggling it. But if that's not working for you, then replacing your CR touch sensor seems to be potentially the only other fix. Little did I know, once you get a 3D printer, you almost have to become a technician on replacing parts on these things. All right, we'll go ahead and lower our guy back closer to the build plate, get it plugged in. We'll give it a minute. Next, we'll go ahead and flip the power switch. And here's the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and hit confirm. And let's see if it's gonna turn red on us again. That CR Touch has a little LED indicator in it. It's a very sensitive little sensor from what I've learned in the last few days. We were getting a CR Touch error message about this point, and it wasn't allowing us to progress with anything. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this is going to fix our 3D printer. It's moved back to the center. Seems to be going through an auto leveling process. And this is all new to me. I wanted to get the most budget-friendly, inexpensive printer, and these Ender 3 V3 SE models are considered to be the most budget-friendly, best starter to get in terms of getting into 3D printing. The next step up above this is getting a Bamboo A1, or a Bamboo Lab A1 from what I learned about. But this is definitely an interesting wake-up call to 3D printing and the technician side of it that comes with it. So hopefully this is going to fix your CR Touch issue if you have a Ender printer from Creality and it has an auto leveling sensor on it. If you're getting the error message again and again, you can pick up one of these guys. We found them a lot cheaper on eBay. Creality's website was 30 bucks for one of these. And I think you also had to pay for shipping as well. So it was like $30 plus shipping and tax. I found this on eBay for $17, $18. So we got free shipping on it. And apparently it came from Creality's, or Creality, however you pronounce that. It came straight from their eBay page. So, but if you're running into issues and you're constantly getting an error message for your CR Touch sensor, I think replacing it is going to be your best bet if you've already done the jiggling and the wiggling technique. So I'll leave it at that for this video. Hopefully it helps one of you guys out there. If you can, drop a comment down below. After a short calibration, you can see we are back to printing. And as always, we appreciate you guys watching our videos. Take care.